Hello everyone, I-0386SX, and we have the Concerto back on the bench, or pseudo bench, whatever you want to call it. We got something in the mail finally, at last. And before I do go on, this is actually my second attempt to record this. The iPhone I have just for recording these things ran out of space halfway through my first attempt, and so thus I have no first video. But we can always record again. So one of the issues I had with this machine was locating the AC adapter. And I had all sorts of suggestions, some very stupid, some solid ideas that were worth pursuing, and some high-risk ones that probably would have worked fine for what we were trying to do. The closest one I had of being a good idea was to use a first-generation Concerto power brick with this. And I got one of those yesterday, and it didn't work. Everything looked good. I mean, in terms of the size of the pin, it looked good. But unfortunately, there was a problem. Now, some of you are sports fans and remember the Super Bowl that the St. Louis Rams and the Tennessee Titans played. Remember how that ended. Don't remember who it was, but they were 1 yard short of the end zone. Just a little short. Just remember that. Anyway, so we tried our Concerto and Contour AC adapters. We'll compare notes. This one on the right is the Contura. This one on the bottom is the Concerto. And physically they look the same outside of a label. Everything looks the same. If you were to flip them up on a table and not look at the ends, they look exactly the same. But there's one little difference. And remember that Super Bowl remark? I think it was Dyson was the guy that was 1 yard short. I'd imagine it's hard to believe that Jeff Fisher actually coached a Super Bowl team, but that's not for today. Concerto's on the right, Contura's on the left. But, oh well, that's okay. I'll probably get a first-gen Contura at some point and play with that for a while. There's also another issue, is the amperage. The Concerto has 3.1 amps, the Contura is 2.2. So there was another difference there. I think for the sake of powering up the machine, it may have been okay. But regardless, it was too short anyway, so maybe it was a blessing in disguise that it happened the way it did. So let's plug this in. I do have an external mouse connected to it because that's, I don't have the stylus for this, or the pen that goes with this machine. Those are very expensive. So I am not going to pursue that yet. But plug her in. It didn't blow up. And we got a green light for the charging lights, so that part is good. And I do want to show, unfortunately some of the effects are lost due to my little camera mishap. Here's the packaging. It came all the way from Australia. I do have a power cord that is not ever going to be useful to me unless I travel with this thing to Australia. Like I said, with the tape being torn, the effects are lost a little, but look at how good a shape this came in. It really came in good shape. I'm really happy with the way the seller shipped this box. To make it that far over and all took a month to get here, good job to them. And USPS, the post office, you did good. Australia Post, you did good. And a couple other things I want to show you one other thing here. This company name is winner in my book already. This Unicorn Koala Pty Ltd. I'm going to guess that it's the Pty party. So if Unicorn Koala, if you ever see this video, I already like you. That name is awesome. And they label descriptions like I do on my batteries, need-to-know basis type thing. Real smart. So I think Unicorn Koala has their stuff together. So good for them. Now, let's power on the machine. We'll go through it. See if we can, I can't get in the BIOS fast. Oh, yes it did. This machine has an issue similar to what my Concerto Aero has in terms of that brightness being absolutely off the wall ridiculous until it passes through post. I don't know why it's like that. And I don't know why all of a sudden my tripod does not want to have any sorts of cooperation. I think I did break this a little bit. And that's going to move the whole damn table. Gotta fight for everything. It's just really annoying. This damn power. One of these two cords. Alright, I realized that the camera was probably cut off when I was fiddling with the tripod. I apologize for that, so we're going to have a random cut here. Anywho, we're going to go computer setup and we'll see what we got. And retrieving information, it is a Compaq Concerto 433 with 4 megabytes of RAM. 250 megabyte hard drive. For those that didn't see the previous 2 videos on this, this has got a Conner CFN 250A hard drive. And you can, and it's very likely that you can put this in a Compaq LTE Lite and it'll be automatically detected. We know it works in the LTE Elite being automatically detected, but if you're having a hard time finding hard drives for that particular machine, the Lites, that is an option. So let's restart. And for those that are wondering what the maximum RAM this thing will take, it'll take 20 is its max. So you got the 16 meg expansion and the 4 built in. I don't know if the time is right. Oh, hold on. I wanted to show this. I saw this on the last video. We got Windows, DOS, and Doom. We gotta try Doom. It doesn't work. Frontier, screw them. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be playing Doom today. This has Microsoft Pen and Computing 1.0. It's missing a driver, but that's alright. It does boot. Very slowly. But it does boot. It has a Novell client of some sort on here. And if I do find anything that the YouTube community doesn't want, or if it's something that's obviously personal to the previous owners of this machine, that will not be the video. And working directory isn't valid, whatever, cool. So we got Word and Excel. I'd like to see what's on this little machine. Alright, this thing is just really a slug, and it's licensed to a Michael DeCracker of Oceanotics. Yeah, while we're waiting, and we got plenty of time, folks, so that's no problem. Yeah, I guess kidding. All of a sudden it just loaded. Oceanotics, yeah, that's right. Oceanotics Incorporated. There's a place in Hawaii. Oh, there's a place in Louisiana that's called Oceanotics Incorporated. Okay. Well, maybe this computer was in Louisiana at one point. Not important right now, but I'm just curious where things come from. And I wonder if the Excel's the same. I won't open every application, but yep, this is from GSU. So Michael D. Cracker again. No problem. We got Pager 2, we got Cell, we got Business, we got Personal, we have LapLink, Unix Box. We got a copy of Visio on here. And Visio, I'm not sure at one point if they were their own entity and they got bought out by Microsoft, or if this is an entirely different program. So if you ask me that question, I have no idea, but feel free to put it in the comment section if you're inclined, because I'd like to know. Yeah, this is Visio Technical 4 from 1995. So. And I believe this is while we're waiting for stuff here, I believe this is a passive matrix display. It's before the camera shut off on me. I was playing a game on this machine that it came with, and the screen was not exactly friendly to me. We got Global Network Navigator, GNN Connect. We're not going to connect into that, of course. It's got a Zercom card, a Zercom credit card Ethernet installation. If we wanted to do any networking, we got PC Beep. I don't know what that is. For Windows 95. Sender Chris. Modem Hayes or Hayes Corporation. Oh. Well, that's alright. We're not going to pursue that any further. Verbatim sampler. Oh, that's where the games were. Yeah, I was playing Ski Free and I got ate by the monster right before the camera shut off and wrecked my whole recording. What is Logic Works? Okay, we gotta look. It looks like another interface. Let's see what the Compaq folder's got. Compaq computer setup, security management, hotkey, power management, control center, welcome center. So it's got the Compaq utilities on there. I like that. It's got AutoCAD LT on here as well. This had to be a very expensive computer at the time. That I believe that software cost over $1,000 back when LT was still the relevant piece of software. Well, who knows? It might still be relevant, but ooh, I don't know what Windroach is. Well, we're not going to play any Windroach today because Windroach be gone. I'm not sure what the plus signs mean, unless there's another directory within it or something, be my guess. I'm not sure. We got whip. Oh, there is a W directory. How come I said they're working? Okay, I don't know. Excel. Yeah, this is kind of a mess of a directory structure, but whatever. And I know everybody in their planet is wondering if the floppy works. The light on the right says it is working. And there you are. It is a Windows for Workgroup setup disk, so it is working. Although you got to be a little bit careful with it, taking discs out, or otherwise the protector, the metal protector in this case, does have a tendency to catch on this. So that's the only thing I found about that. Let's close everything out. Okay. Oh, this is File Manager. Okay, I don't know why I did that. All right, cool. So let's see if any of these controls on the right will work. Pretty sure these are analog buttons. This may require the pen, too. I'm not sure, but that's what it's starting to look like already. Oh, there's lights on the keyboard. I didn't realize that. You can see that. I tried to turn the caps lock on, and you'll see it lit up right there. So that's cool. Now, how do we get those to work? Yeah, I wonder if I need the pen for those. And I don't have any stylus here to call my own, so yeah. That's kind of a pain. Oh well. That'll be something we can figure out later. Maybe when I put the screen back together, maybe that didn't go in all the way right. I'm not sure. And, oh, well. I can lower and brighten the contrast with the keyboard anyway, so not the end of the world on that one. You can invert the screen. And all that fun stuff. Well, there's a PC speaker on here. And battery is 0. Oh, that's the thing I wanted to test. She's dead, Jim. To be expected, the battery does not hold the charge in any capacity. Before I leave this video, let's try to play a little ski. That'll show you kind of what the headache I had to deal with. Power that puppy on. It's got all the socket services on there, so that's kind of cool. I'm tempted to try an actual card in this thing. If I could find those Compaq drivers, I'm going to rebuild this thing in a second. There we go. Alright, whatever. That is an invalid directory, that's okay. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but let's play a little bit of Ski Free. It's probably a blessing in disguise for me that you did not get to see my train wreck and Ski Free, but it's actually under verbatim sampler. Alright. Let's go nuts. Yay. See, this screen does not scroll very good at all, at least for my standards. There's definitely that artifact or lag, if you will, that a typical passive matrix LCD has to deal with. So, at one point, whenever they put Doom on here, it probably wasn't a very pleasant experience. Uh-oh, well, I ran into something. Well, we've got over the tree. We are doing a little bit better than my first try at this, so I am glad that you did not get to witness that embarrassment. Oh, I spoke too soon. We ran into a rock, we went ouch. We're not trying to kill anybody or run over any dogs today. That's the key here, folks. Oh, yeah, avoid the dog. Yay, jumped. And, oh, we ran into a tree. That was fun. And we crossed the finish line. Minus 54, it's you. Ouch. And we ran into a rock right on cue. There's a dog. Oh, we very narrowly avoided the dog. We'll keep going until I'm somebody's lunch here. Sorry, skier. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to take this thing into a cafe or a restaurant and just see how many looks I can get off of this thing using this thing and just playing this game or doing any other little time wasting activities. Oh, I got ate by the monster. Yep, I am somebody's lunch now. Or in the case of this time of day, dinner. So, yep, I am dead. So, if I'm going to do that, that means I have to rebuild the main battery, but, you know, I need more practice at that anyway. And let's go to the control panel. Let's see what the time is at. I replaced the CMOS battery in this thing because I figured it was completely dead. Yep, so our time is way off. We are 1/3/1980. Let's put this back to 12/2/21. 21. And what is the time that we are presented with? 8:20 p.m. Alright. A little word of note here. This is the CMOS battery for this Concerto. It's very similar to the LTE Elite. It shares similarities with even the LTE Lite series battery, but it's just aligned differently. And good luck trying to find this plug. You can use a JST-PH and put it in with a lot of force, but of all the computers I worked on these CMOS batteries for, the Concerto, to no surprise, like anything else with this machine, is very unforgiving, at least with this end. So if you do rebuild one of these on your own, save the end. It'll cause you a lot less headaches down the road. I do make them, but it's with that JST-PH end, and you gotta be real careful applying that end. But I was curious to see if it actually holds the time. Let's see. Oh, there we go. This is like shades of Concerto here. Let's turn it off. Let's leave it off for a minute. We'll see. I had a bear of a time putting that connector in, so I hope that I got it in correctly. That's a few seconds. We'll give it a go. So if I were to use that Concerto one, it would just hit the end of the tip on the inside. And that's as far as it would go. Not enough to power on the machine, though. It'd be totally cool to put a wireless card in this machine and go to a public place. That'd be, let's go browse the internet or go do a little gaming that works on outside of a serial type connection. See, it has 2 PCM CIA slots, so that's good. And I guess I could have did the old date and time command in DOS. It would have been good, but, well, let's keep things complicated on this channel, I guess. Alright, so working directory is invalid. I don't care. What was I going to do? Well, since we already went through the hard part, we'll just continue to do things the hard way. Path of most resistance. It's cool, right? And we still kept the time, so I think that clock battery is making just enough of a contact to keep things intact. Great. We'll exit Windows and let's shut this puppy off for now. Oh. Let's do it like that. It's quite an intriguing machine, I'll tell you that. Battery comes out pretty easily. And that's your battery right there. It's a nickel metal hydride. I'm going to get, it's a 10-cell one. I have a feeling this one is not going to be very fun to build if I do decide to do it. And unfortunately for me, I only have one shot at this, so if I were to do it, we got to do a real slow, real careful job at it. I'm almost tempted to hire this one out to like a Batteries Plus to see if they'll do it. Because I'm almost certain this thing is going to be basically Fort Knox on a smaller scale. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a Fort Knox battery, so this one's going to take a while. We're going to do the old slow and steady is going to win the race on this one. Well, maybe. Hold on. And I can tell you right now, this one is leaked all over the place. You'll take my word for it, but it did definitely leak, or at least it appears. I see a lot of white corrosion, or appears to be white corrosion. I'm not entirely sure. But that's pretty much going to be it for this video. That's the Concerto in a nutshell. We did get it back together in one piece, as you can tell, and it survived my fun disassembly for the most part. I might go get a regular old stylus to see if the machine will respond to that, or what we could do with that, if anything. Hopefully I don't need the special Compaq one to use the touchscreen, because that'd be a real bummer if it did. But we'll have to see. I'll have to order one, and that might take a while too if I decide to go down that route, because holidays are right around the corner. Priorities are a little bit off and different right now. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or constructive criticism, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. As always, thank you for watching and joining me today.